Hey, I'm not going to list them out to you guys, but if you need to write it down or need to copy it down, maybe you can take a picture of it and then have this in your notes. If you do not have this, the test that you're going to take tomorrow, you will have a very difficult time. So make sure that you have this, okay? First concept that we've talked about is linear pair, okay? And the linear pair is the straight line and then two angles are right next to each other, A and B, okay? If you cover all A and B, it looks like the sunset, right? Do you guys remember talking about that? If you see the sunset of angle A and B, then that's linear pair, okay? So in terms of the question, you could have something like this. And I would say, what is the relation between A and B? And you're going to say this is a linear pair because angle A and angle B are right next to each other and they are on the same side of a transversal in this case, right? So that has to be linear pair. Okay, do you guys all see that? Linear pair could be anywhere. It could be right here, A and B. That's linear pair. A and B. This is a linear pair, okay? So it could be anywhere, right? So, but I hope you can recognize that. Next one is vertical angles. And the vertical angles are always the opposite angles. For example, that's a vertical angle, okay? This is also vertical angles too. Again, it could be anywhere as long as you see the two lines crossing, intersecting, and then the opposite angles are always equal. The relationship is A equals B. For linear pair, it is A plus B equals 180. Okay, so to be able to recognize the name is the one thing. And then to be able to set up an equation is the second step. Okay. Again, linear pair is supplementary. They add up to be 180. Okay. The vertical angles are just equal to each other. You don't set it up equal to 180. Okay. It's this side is equal to the other side. So those are the first two. Next. And then a complementary angle and supplementary angles, I don't think you need to worry too much about this one, but just to go over, complementary angles are 90 degrees. So A plus B is equals 90. And then supplementary angle is just like a linear pair. It's just another name for linear pair. You can just remember that way. So supplementary angles are A plus B equals 180. Okay. So now we've got four things: linear pair, vertical angles, complementary, and supplementary. And the last four, so are we okay on this? Now, you don't need to write this down. You should have this already in your notes, right? So, but in case if you do not have it, then yes, you do need to write it down or you need to take a picture of it because I'm not gonna. Does anybody need to see anything from 2.1 linear pair vertical angles? Is everybody okay? Last call. Does anybody need this? Okay. And how about complementary and supplementary? Is everybody okay on that? Okay, and the last one is, it's the one of those four things, right? Corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, same side interior, and then alternate exterior. And you need to be able to recognize each one of them. I think the hardest one seems like is the corresponding angles that you are having, maybe some of you are having difficulty with. Corresponding angles are these ones. It could be one of those four things, but do you see the common feature of corresponding angles? They are always, A and B are always on the same side, isn't it? Okay. And then one is always outside of parallel line, and one is always inside of a parallel line. Isn't that what's common in all of them? One is outside, one is inside the two lines. One is outside the two lines, one is inside the two lines. One is outside, one is inside. That's the corresponding angles. They are not right next to each other, but they are far apart, but they are on the same side. One is outside, one is inside. This is corresponding angles. Yeah. And then we've had alternate interior angles. It could be this one or this one. That's alternate interior. Do you see that? Alternate means left and right, or right and left, and then interior. Okay. This one is same side interior angles right here. Now, first of all, relationship, corresponding angles are equal to each other. Alternate interior angles are also equal to each other. But there's only one that is add up to be 180, supplementary, and that is same side interior angles. They are A plus B has to be equal to 180. And then there's another one. The last one is alternate exterior angle. Do you see that? Now, do you recognize it? Exterior, they are all outside. A and B are all outside of parallel lines. And then one is on the left, one is on the right. So that's alternate exterior angle. So you definitely need to have these four, okay? And that's what you're basically are going to be tested on. Again, if you need to have this in your notes, please just take a picture of it or write it down quickly, okay? Because I'm gonna move on. And if you need to go back, if you want to see more of the notes, you can stay after class because we're going to end the class early, and then you can ask me for the notes, okay? So let's do a couple of a review. Okay, you don't need to write this down. I want you to just answer it, or you can just jot it down, okay? I'm going to give you two numbers, like angle 1 and angle 4. Let's do that first. Angle 1 and angle 4. What would you name it? Everybody type it in. I want everybody to type it in the chat. What's angle 1 and angle 4? Very good. Anybody else? Okay. Very good. Very good. Abigail, Leo. Who did I miss? Thank you. Gabriela, Lisbeth. Very good. If I miss your name, I'm sorry. Harley, Saif. Those are vertical angle. Everybody said vertical angles are very good. Okay. How about angle 3 and angle 6? How would you call that? What's the name of that? Again, you don't need to write it down. This is not the assignment. Okay. We do not have any assignment today. I just want you to participate. Okay. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Leo, good job. Oh, hey, Leo. Now, alternate part is correct, but do you see that 3 and 6 are inside the parallel lines, right? That means they are interior. Yeah. So this will be alternate interior angles. Okay. Very good. So let's just kind of do the switch around the question. I'm going to ask you to pick two angles that will make up alternate exterior angle. What would that be? Which angle will, there are two sets, two possible solutions. Which pair will be called alternate exterior angle? Which numbers? Alternate exterior angle. It will be very good. It's going to be either 2 and 7, so 2, 7 combination, or some of you listed both of them, 1 and 8. That will be alternate exterior angle. Very good. One more. How about 5 and 6? What would you call 5 and 6? Very good. I think you've got it. Yeah, this is linear pair. 5 and 6 are linear pair. Linear pair could be 2 and 4. That would be linear pair. 7 and 8. That's a linear pair, right? It could be everywhere, right? As long as it forms the sunset, sunrise, right? Like a 5 and 6. That's a linear pair. Okay, very good. This is a very encouraging. Looks like you're on top of it. Let's just do a one or two problems solving. I think there are some questions that we didn't do last time. Okay, let's try this one, number 15. Again, this is not the assignment. Okay. So again, let's do two things. Let's name it, and then let's set up an equation and solve it. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay. What would you call this angle and this angle? I think we've done that already today, huh? Very good, Saif. Now let's set up an equation and then solve it. How are you guys doing on this? Okay, so seems like some of you have started finishing up, finished up. So this one we are talking about, it's kind of like a straight line. It's a little weird, but let's say it is this angle and this angle, isn't it? What do you call that? That's an alternate interior angle. Okay, so the first part of the answer will be alternate interior. Somebody just came in. And alternate interior angle, the relationship is A equals B. They are equal to each other. So the equation that you need to set up will be 9x minus 9 should be equal, this should be equal to the other one, 7x plus 13. And you're just going to solve that. We've got x's on both sides. So we need to subtract 7x on both sides. That's gone. 2x minus 9 equals 13. Now I'm going to add 9. Have you guys all done this? Or did I not give you guys enough time? Yeah, I would like you to work on it. Okay. Again, this is not the assignment, but I would like you to work on it on your paper. So 2x equals 22. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 11. Okay. I'm sorry if you misunderstood. So, okay, very good. Let's do another problem. Okay, and I think that I will call it good for today. Okay, so just one more. Let's see. Yeah, right here, number 18. I want you to name it and then set up an equation and solve it. Again, please work on it in your notes. That's right, Saif. Nice job. It's corresponding angles. Is everybody picking corresponding angles? Again, it's this one, right? One outside, one inside, far apart. Same side. It's corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal to each other. So how do you set it up? Would you share your solution for X in the chat? Thank you, Janet. Anybody else? Please share. Okay, anybody? Well, let's get started, okay? So each one is angle is equal to each other. So 7x plus 10 is equal to 9x minus 10. If I get rid of the smaller x, that would be 7x. So I'm going to subtract that. So I have 10 equals 2x minus 10. Yeah. So Logana will have a test tomorrow, okay? So just come to the class. I would like to talk to you guys before you take the test. And so I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Then let's keep going. Let's add 10 on both sides. 2x equals 20, and then divide by 2. So x equals 10. Yeah. Now this is the assignment from, well, it was yesterday's assignment, right? We worked on that yesterday. Let's just take a look at it. Right? Do you see that this is, do you still agree that this is a linear pair for number 19? Again, you don't need to write this down. We've done this already in class. Can erase it now. And this is a linear pair, right? You see the horizon and the sunset, right? So that's a linear pair, and they add up to be 180. So you've got 19x minus 4 plus 12x minus 2. They're all equal to 180. Okay. This one, do you see this is vertical angles? Vertical angles are equal to each other, right? So 7x minus 10 equals 5x plus 10. And then you solve that. Right. How do you guys feel so far? Now we are day before the testing day. Do you feel confident on this matter subject? Scale of 1 to 5. How do you feel? You've got this. Are there anybody who is still not feeling? Where are you guys? Everybody, let me know. Scale of 1 to 5. Where are you overall? You've got it. All right, I think I'm going to stop right here. I think this is good. If you are feeling maybe not so confident, if you want to go over a couple more, like if you want to, you tell me, okay? If you want to do this kind of things, what's angle 1 and angle 4? We can do that. Any type of questions. Please stay in the class. You decided, you tell me, okay? I'm not going to keep you or do anything if you don't want to. You just tell me what type of help you need, and I can give you some guidance. Otherwise, please make sure that you complete all the assignments. And so I'm going to dismiss you guys, but it doesn't mean that you can just stop working on geometry right now. I would like you to take a look at the canvas and make sure that you have all the assignments turned in. And if not, you need to work on it right now. They are all due tomorrow, okay? So let's get all the assignments done, and so that you be ready for the test. Okay, if you have any questions, please stay and talk to me. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.